Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about targets. So this was a pretty requested video as well as the last one. The last one I just kind of threw together, I'll be honest. So this one I'm going to just put a little bit more thought into, but try and still keep it short. So this time we are just talking about targets. Pretty plain and simple and to the point. So right off the bat I messed up already. Okay, so anyways. We basically use 3 targets and we'll go over each one as to what I like about it, what Hunter likes about it. He kind of gave me a little input to just throw into this video, so we'll just kind of touch on each one, and yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So first we're going to talk about the rubber dummy. So I'm sure most people, we're going to have to cut this video a lot. So anyways, we're going to start with rubber dummies, and we've had this for probably like 2 or 3 years. So as you can see, it's been through some things. We've probably put a couple of thousand rounds through it. So personally, from the start, I've always loved rubber dummies. It's probably my favorite because I feel like it is kind of the most realistic you can get for like a range type of target because it's like a person. So for me, I am pretty blind, like I've talked about in previous videos, and so it's easiest for me to see here where I'm hitting on the target. But unfortunately, because we've had this one so long, we actually don't take it out very much anymore because it's a little too much destroyed at this point, a little too been through some things, seen some things. So even when we spray paint him, it's just not enough to really come back to the point where we can actually see what we're hitting. The rubber is pretty dried out as well, so he's kind of at the end of his lifespan. Maybe we'll get another one someday, I'm not sure, but personally, I've always been a fan of rubber dummies and kind of bummed that he is a little worn out. So it's probably been a good year since we've taken him out. I will probably include some video clips here and there of some shooting of both Hunter and I. Excuse me. Both Hunter and I shooting on each target. Those will probably be clips added in. So yeah, that's kind of just my short and sweet opinion on rubber dummies. They're great. Ours is just worn out at this point. And on to Thor Target. So they are a local company out of Brownsville, Oregon. I think they are actually moving up to Albany now for their new store. And one of the reasons that I love them so much is 1, because they're local, and 2, met the owner a couple times. They're great people over at Thor Targets, and I love supporting local. I love keeping things in the area and supporting small businesses. Now they're growing pretty large, so I wouldn't necessarily say they're as much of a small business anymore as they used to be, but I still love to support them, and they've kind of been around and been a target for both Hunter and I since the start of our tactical couple account on Instagram. So I just hold a special place in my heart for Thor Targets, and as all of you know, steel, you get that, the sound, the steel sound that everybody loves. So again, as a blind person, it's nice to hear that sound gratification that I'm on target, but I don't see on the target as well where I'm hitting as the rubber dummy. So this has its advantages. It's good for long distance, so you can get that sound gratification, in my opinion. Again, this whole video is just my opinion, Hunter's opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. Everybody's opinion is different. This is all personal preference type of stuff, especially holsters as well. I get some questions about holsters, like what holster should I get? And it's like, it's totally up to you. It's all personal preference. Someone may love something and someone may hate it. So that's kind of the same concept with these targets. So Thor Targets, you get the sound. Steel's great for distance or blind people like me. You can hear you hit the target. That is an A+. So I like to shop local. Steel sound, it's a steel target, it's great. Now, lastly, we have Action Target. So a couple different things about this. I asked Hunter which his favorite is, and this was his favorite. This was his choice. If he had to choose, he would definitely pick the Action Target here because it holds you accountable. And I'd have to agree with that. So I was kind of at a loss for words as to what I wanted to say about Action Target, and he really pulled it together with that word accountability. So you've got your A zone, B zone, C zone. So it's really good for if you really want to nail in and target, for lack of a better term, your accuracy is the word I'm looking for here. So we'll run drills where he says, you know, stay in the A zone or aim for the B zone, C zone, all those different things. So you're on target in those specific spots. And I'm sorry, it's been a long day. I went to Costco this morning and helped Hunter with a project outside, and so I'm just struggling with my words, but I wanted to get this video filmed and get it posted because I promised I would. So Saturdays are my day for posting. It's also my day for chores. So some days I get a little tired, and this is one of those days. So I'm gonna be stumbling over my words and probably not making any sense, but I could do my best here. So, Action Target. Great company. Generally speaking, I like to talk about each company as a whole as well as the product. They are super supportive, and they've had some good contact with both Hunter and I through our Tactical Couple account on Instagram. They always have good things to say, and they're just very generous and very sweet. So I will be doing another separate video probably later on about some other Action Target type of topics, but as a company, they're great. They're one of the biggest companies out there. They do a lot, so we went with them. These wood pieces here, we cut them ourselves, but we bought the target as well as the stands. I'll probably do kind of a quick little shot of the stands at the end of the video, but we've got the stand from Action Target as well, and then just kind of cut the wood ourselves. So another thing that we use these for is we've done like hostage situations, so we put another target behind it and then kind of would like shoot at the head of essentially the bad guy or the other way around. I personally really liked that concept. I think I have a video somewhere kind of showing that I'll insert. I did end up theoretically killing Hunter a couple times because I'm not the best shot, and this is why we practice. This is why this is important. So that is something I want to continue practicing. I think the hostage situation type of shooting is great for accuracy and stress and all those types of things personally. So that's one of the things I like about the Action Target as well. Now, as far as warm-up drills and like a cool-down type of drill, Hunter has targets that he uses from T-Rex arms and Bear Solutions that he'll just staple or tape right on top of these targets. I think I have some that I showed you guys in the gear video. These stay in our range box. So these are from T-Rex arms. These are the ones essentially we'll just kind of stick it right there and go from there. I don't know exactly what the drills are supposed to be with these. I've done a few of them with Hunter, and the only one that I've done recently that I kind of remember, let's see if I can find it, is the Bear Solutions one where you shoot a couple on each side and there's a time limit. I'll have to look more into that and see what you're actually supposed to do with that one, because I really liked it, and I'm not the best at it, but it's a good kind of stress start to range day. Here it is. So this is that Bear Solutions. Let me try and get that up in here. Last time I had some issues with things focusing, so hopefully this one will focus right. So this is the target where, okay, so no, I'm not gonna pretend like I know how this works. I've only done it a couple times. I didn't do very good. Hunter's pretty good at it. We'll see if maybe I have some video clips to include. Again, we haven't been shooting in a while, so some of these videos are kind of hard because some of those clips I'm going to include are a little outdated. They're from a couple months ago, but well, hopefully as the weather starts getting nicer and we get through this whole wedding thing, we'll have more time and be able to get out and go shooting. So those are some of the paper targets we add on to the Action Target there. And again, Hunter's favorite is the Action Target with and without these types on the front of it because it holds you accountable. My personal favorite is the rubber dummy, but unfortunately it's a little weathered, so I don't know if that's really proper for me to say that it's my favorite because we haven't used it in a while. I would probably say my next favorite might be the steel, just because I really do have a hard time seeing where I'm hitting on the target. So if I can at least hear this from a distance, I know I'm on target. So it is a preference of mine, but they're all great. They're all amazing in their own way, and I would suggest purchasing all of them. They are a little spendy on each one, as any Target is, but if you can afford it, I would suggest each and every one of these. And if you have any questions, comment below. I'll do my best to answer them, or see if Hunter can help me if I don't know. Like, I'll probably put in the description how this Bear Solutions target is supposed to work, what the drill is supposed to be, because I don't know. But it's a really good one. I believe these are free on their websites, on T-Rex Arms and Bear Solutions. I believe you can print these for free, which is super great. I'm pretty sure that's why we have so many of them, but it's a great resource. So check those out. Check out Action Target, Thor Targets, Brownsville, Oregon, and rubber dummies. They're all great in their own way. So yeah, I'm not sure what video is coming next week, if any. Things are getting a little crazy busy, so just look out for the next video sometime in the next 2 weeks, and I will see you guys then. Bye!